Testing. Testing. There we go. My bad. Like I was saying, welcome to Season 2 of the Madden Sim. Season 1 might have been one of the best seasons we have had, but the ending was a little bit sad for everybody because the Chiefs ended up winning. And, well, when a Chiefs Super Bowl happens, everybody's sad. We're kind of all sick of it at this point. So hopefully we have a different Super Bowl winner, maybe a few different Super Bowl teams, maybe with some of the rookies that came out of this draft. I feel like it's a possibility. Hello. Alright, there we go. It's popping up now. Now today, we got everybody playing. Everybody has at least one game. Let's get started off with Thursday Night Football featuring the Kansas City Chiefs, the Super Bowl champions. Rightfully so. They're 90 overall. Like, this team is stacked with Patty Mahomes, Chris Jones, Travis Kelce. Kelce did take a dip. We're kind of hoping that that dip continues to dip even further. Because I don't know about you, but I like to dip my chips. So yes, join me in booing on the Chiefs as the Eagles and Chiefs will face off on Thursday Night Football. 3 in a row from Mahomes is disgusting. And the Eagles were a playoff team, but they got handed their L in the playoffs pretty handedly by the by the Detroit Lions. I don't know if I have anybody pinging today. Jalen Monroe will cook Miami. Well, you can hope. What's up, Ziggy, JD, Mayo, and Axel? Yes, we do stream on the weekends. Rarely, but sometimes. We did last week because it's Super Bowl, and we're doing it this week because it's week 1. So it's not a normal thing. We never stream Friday and Saturday 100%, unless I'm really behind, which I mean we are. Alright, now did I put Game of the Week? No, I just did prime time for this one. Alright, let us get started. Eagles up 7. You love to see it now. 7-7, 14-7, 14-10, 17-10. And the Eagles are going to hand the Chiefs their first loss. Axel, except for I like watching football, so the only time I can stream on Sundays is at this exact time. Chiefs with their first L of the season. Hopefully that just continues to continue. Yeah, you guys can tell my commentary isn't as lively because I kind of took a nap as I was watching some football. Rogers got destroyed. You are 100% correct. But now, it's time for me to go to the Dolphins, or for me to go to the Buccaneers, because I think I messed up the Buccaneers scheme changes. Because I think they made a trade. I could be completely wrong, but I think Baker is actually starting for them. Yes, that is not allowed. Because we're playing good and Bo Nix is not a bust. I hate pinging. There we go. Alright, and now Miami. And yes, we got the Youth XL PS2 shirt on. And the Bucs are definitely favored in this game. Jalen Monroe, let's see if he's a bust. Yes, Entre, you are missing out on games. Come on, man. It's season 2. Let's lock in. Buccaneers have a lot of their old heads on the trading block. Baker Mayfield. Did we see his last offensive start? Buccaneers will have no scoreboard. Dolphins up 7. And now 7-7? No, 7-3. 10-3. 17-17. Miami cooked. Jalen Monroe's 27-17. Jalen Monroe, not a bad game. Just not enough. No. Jalen Monroe is not going to prove me wrong. I do think that the Bucks needed a quarterback, but I also think that Jalen Monroe was a little bit too late to take a quarterback, especially for a team that's trying to win this season. I don't think they should be trying to win this season, but I think Ziggy wanted to. But yes, Jalen Monroe with a starting off L. Will Ziggy's team recover? Probably not. I think it's a multi-year rebuild for the Buccaneers. And now we got the Lions taking on the Giants. And the Giants drafted Quinn Ewers at pick 16. We don't know his dev trait yet. But Detroit really didn't draft a whole lot of anybody in the draft because they didn't need to. They still have the King Henry. And unless Quinn Ewers decides to be the next Patrick Mahomes, we could be seeing some other stuff. Oh yeah, Bo Nix did prove me wrong. But also, Michael Mayer was a lot better. And this was an ugly game. The Jared Goff regression is insane. Good lord. 10-3. Quinn Ewers, no touchdowns. Dang. Lions score 3 points. I probably should have hopped in on that one. I just saw 10-3 and didn't think we were anywhere close to the end of the game. So yeah, that was on me. I probably should have hopped in. I'll pay more attention to not just the score, but to the quarter. All right, Panthers, Vikings. The Vikings made little to no offseason changes besides getting a few solid people in the draft. But the Panthers, they got Denzel Burke looking to pick off J.J. McCarthy. And I think the Panthers are going to be better than most people are expecting. I don't think they're going to be a playoff team. I think it'd be insane. But they are in a trashy division. Panthers with a 7 points already on the board. But yeah, let's take a look at this division. We got Bucks, awful. Saints, awful. And Falcons. And the Denzel Burke with the shutout on the Vikings. Oh my goodness. Is this Panthers defense solid? Goodness gracious. 0 points for the Vikings. Denzel Burke shuts down Justin Jefferson. Is that scoregami? It could be. It could be. Let me pull up sheets. I don't think 10-3 is scoregami. That's not... There we go. Here's scoregami. 14-0 is not scoregami, and neither is 10-3. But it does seem like it could probably be one. Bendy already joins back in the Panthers. Look, solid. Bro, is Denzel Burke Top Burke? Is that what we're gonna start calling him? Is that his nickname? I don't know if most of these people have nicknames coming out of high school. But now we got Bengals, Browns. Not Bengals, Browns. Bills, Bengals. Let's see how this one goes. What's up, Zizzy? What do you mean, also? I could get Jameson Williams for tomorrow? Yeah, good luck. And 17-24. Bills up 10. And I think Jaden Daniels is going to choke that one. Yes, he is. Josh Allen with the dub. I don't think Jaden Daniels is going to develop into relatively anything. NFC South is just mid. Only some good teams is the Falcons, and that's it. I completely agree with you, which is why it's an open window. The AFC is a closed window. Everybody in the AFC West is contenders. Everybody in the AFC North is contenders. And then you have the Bills, who are a very good team. And then somebody just has to make it out of the AFC South. Probably going to be Mayo yet again, but it could be someone else, I suppose. I think the Panthers could potentially win the division this year. Not really. If Benny makes a few good trades, he could change that thing. But yes, the NFC just in general is complete booty. And Colts are up 28-14, 28-21, 35-42. Good Lord, this game has no defense. How many touchdowns did AR put up? 4. Solid game from the Colts. Right now, no, they are not a playoff caliber team. Could they be by the end of the season? Yes. They need to have a lot of development from Bryce Young. Mac Jones might be better, but I don't think that would really help them out a whole lot. I think it helps you out more than it helps them, because Bryce Young is young and he's not horrible. He just needs to develop. The Chiefs have been beatable all season long. What that game proved is that the Chiefs are really not that good. Yes, Bryce Young is good IRL, and I think that he could potentially develop in Madden. It just may take a little bit. He's a 73 overall. And it's going to take maybe getting a wide receiver over there for him. Glenn Pope is the kicker. All right. Patriots, Jets, minute left. Both of these teams not really that important. But it's a close game and a nice little spin move by the Pats to bring it up to the 29. Yes, the Chiefs have struggled against the blitz a lot this year. And the Panthers proved that. And the Pats with Drake May over the middle. Almost picked off. Off of 2 Jets. And 1 Jet had a chance twice. Curtis just couldn't bring it in. That is the rookie. Drake throwing on the jump pass, and that is going to be a 3rd and inches for the Patriots. Glenn Pope, Hall of Fame name. Yes, I would agree. They thought it was volleyball. They really did. Bump, set, and spike, but it's supposed to be bump, set, and catch. But they just couldn't lock that in. But it's not all hope is lost for the Patriots or Jets here. And the Jets are going to bring 4. The pressure does not get there. And another swat down by Sauce Gardner, who has definitely had an off season in real life. But a nice little swat down there. 4th and inches. Game on the line for the Patriots. They have no timeouts. And Hunter Henry, that's a 1st down. But they're going to have to get to the line pretty quick. They will. 21 seconds left. Drake is going to throw it out of bounds, get the spike off. Drake, and he's going to fumble the ball. Picked up by the Jets. Javon Kinlaw ends the game, and the Jets are 1-0. All right, and now Dallas Commanders. Dallas, I believe, hosting. That is correct. I have deemed the Dallas Cowboys the scariest offense. X Factor after X Factor after X Factor. This season, I'll just trade and rebuild since it's like a 1-to-1M to make it to play. What's a 1-to-1M? Terry McLaurin, there were some trade offers in the offseason, and I think the Commanders are wishing they bit because he devved down. But CeeDee Lamb and Puka Nacua kind of devved up, and they're cooking now. That's 9-0. Can we have no more scoring? Just have like a 9-3 game? Sadly, no. It would have been nice. 1 out of a million, that's just not the case. And now the Commanders going to go backwards in Cowboys ball, 27-12. That seems like it could potentially be a scoregami. Sadly, 27-12 is not, and Dak is 1-0. The Dallas offense is just in general scary. They got Puka at X Factor, CeeDee Lamb at X Factor, Dak Prescott at X Factor. The only thing I think they're really missing is a running back. From my memory. Oh no, they picked up Josh Jacobs. Yeah, that entire offensive line is just insane. The entirety of the Dallas Cowboys is insane, except for the defense. I think the defense could definitely let them down. A lot. And now we have the Cleveland Browns won the #1 overall pick. And then traded it to Seattle. Then selected Carson Beck. There were no X-Factor quarterbacks in the draft that we knew of. But could Carson Beck dev up? Yes, they do have Josh Jacobs. That was my bad. But the Browns trading in the offseason for DK Metcalf, CJ Stroud being on the block for it feels like a half a year. This could be crazy. Pierce literally seems to have a trade negotiated to the Buccaneers, but that won't happen for at least 24 hours, I think, from now. Can the Browns pull off an upset? Carson Beck, first game as an NFL player. Ravens score 7. Browns back it up. Ravens cook on offense 14-7. Make that 21-7. And the Browns just struggle in the red zone all game long. Carson Beck with 1 touchdown. But he needed a lot more help. I don't know if it was the run game. I mean, it kind of a little bit. I don't know. DK was a no-show. They're going to have to get that chemistry built soon, or they could be in some trouble. But I mean, when you draft a rookie quarterback, you're not supposed to make the playoffs the immediate next season. Does Ziggy just hate Carson Beck or something? Like, come on, man. Give the man some love. Can Bryce go up by 5 overall? I don't know about that. I think you can maybe get him a few upgrades because he's 73. I don't think he's a 78 IRL. I think 76, 77 is a good solid. Yes, he can redeem himself. I don't know. Because he hasn't played that good. He's been benched this season. All right, we get to see Travis Hunter. He just picked up 2 first downs for the Rams. Travis Hunter? I don't think he's receiving the handoffs. DK Swift. Or is it? No, it's DeAndre Swift with a first down. I think not Luther Burden. Travis Hunter's number 5. And Swift, another run, first down. They're going to hand it off to Swift again. Yes, they are. Swift runs it in for the tutty. And now the kickoff to put them up by 7. It is good. Now the Saints, I think, could be in contention for the number 1 overall pick this year. Derek Carr, awful. Who the heck is Miller? I don't even know the running back. And Rashid Shaheed, good in real life, not good in Madden. Their offense is mid. Their defense is solid. But Derek Carr, old man Derek Carr, he's going to have to come out here and do something. Derek Carr, 1st and 10. That's 2nd and inches. He needs a touchdown to send this one to overtime. Here's the throw. Caught sideline. Did he get his toes in? They're going to say yes. They are going to take this to booth review. I think this is the smart decision because that was really close. Yeah, that's a catch. That is a catch. 1st down and 10 for the Saints. Stop the clock. 1 timeout, though. And wide open to Johnson. Derek Carr trying to put me wrong. And this one's to 22. I believe that is Shaheed. He's going to be down to the 13. Rashid Shaheed with a big pickup. But that clock is running. 25, 24, 23. Clock is going down fast. Carr has time. Throwing to Murno. That's down to the 5. That clock is stopped due to a timeout. 18 seconds. Carr, no one open. He chucks out the back of the end zone. Smart play. Literally, the Rams sent everyone to press. Not a bad decision when your team is on the ropes. And your corners really aren't that great in long sets of coverage, but it's picked off! And the Rams get the end zone int. And Carr just tried to overthrow him. But 8 gets there, brings it down. Jared Verse? The outside linebacker? Okay. All right, Verse. I see you out there. Linebacker got up. Rams look solid. All right, now we got Chargers Raiders. Both these teams apparently were best friends with the Ravens this offseason and both made significant upgrades at they have pretty much every position that was really needed. The Raiders just about fleeced the Ravens running back room and really made no improvements. But the Chargers bolstered their defense to an 87 overall. Roquan Smith, Derwin James, Khalil Mack. That's a recipe for disaster. Chargers look to become the front runner for the AFC West. Minshew still quite awful. Not only were those the additions, but JT Tuimoloau was drafted. He's going to be a superstar. And also, Holland, great tight end. Chargers don't have a whole lot of holes. Raiders still got a ton, but are definitely on the upward trend with picks. Ravens got a bunch of first-round picks from the Chargers, but also gave up Roquan Smith. So it's kind of going to be really, really hard for those picks to really pay dividends. But 10-3, 10-10 now. Raiders added Gibbs this offseason, 17-17. And Hassan Haskins picked up 5. Trayvon Henderson really didn't get a whole lot there. Max Crosby has the alert, and he should pretty much always have the alert. Chargers in the red zone. Can the Raiders hold? Yeah, not a shot. This Raiders defense is what some would call a Swiss cheese. Too many bronze developments just all over the middle. J.K. Dobbins runs that one, and also a former Raven. And the kick is good, but the Raiders, they got a little bit of time. And a run back. And he's going to have a little bit of blocks up to the 31. Raiders have 2 timeouts and Magic Minshew. Strapping up at quarterback. We saw him choke to the Broncos IRL today. But speedy recovery for him, we hope. Gardner, 8-yard pickup. Minshew throwing to the running back. He's going to lose like 16. 6, but it's going to feel more like 16. That one is a good one to just throw that out of bounds. Just don't even try. They are going to take that timeout, though. Minshew throwing deep. Caught by Jacoby Myers. Or is that... That might be Devontae. No. Devontae's still superstar. And Minshew throwing deep. Devontae! Out of bounds, 1st and goal. Raiders have not given up yet. Minshew throwing the post. He posted him up. And that's a touchdown. Trey Tucker. We might see this one go to OT. Kick is up and good. Friendly face Josh Dobbs. And now the Chargers will have a chance to run it back and not even going to get to the 25. Herbert, only 4 incomplete passes today. As like I said, this Raiders defense has a lot of holes. That good quarterback should be able to expose. But it looks like the Chargers are content with just taking this one to overtime. I don't know why you don't have to be super risky. You got 3 timeouts. Just be smart. And gonna be a stat pad of a run. Actually, it's not even that you need to take a bad team. Just take a team that isn't a number 1. And then you get your credit. Like, yes, you're beating the teams that you're assigned. Which makes sense, except for you literally get to pick. Which is why taking the same team every year is nice. The rebuild is a little bit different, but ultimately the same premise. There's certain players that you don't have to worry about getting replaced. And the Raiders going to get the ball first up to the 29. Minshew, can we have another elite drive? All the wide receivers stacked up to the right. They're going to motion Jacoby over to the left. And that's going to be a dot to Jacoby. Never mind, they motioned Trey Tucker to the left originally. That's going to be a 7-yard pickup. I don't know, I'm throwing it to Tay a lot. Tay going to move in. And Jacoby's running a slant. Minshew has no time. He's taken down by Joey Bosa. As Bosa is taunting the crap out of the fans right now. And Minshew over the middle. That's going to be a pickup of a little bit playing the field position game. Frosty all good. And the Chargers going to start at the 24, and they will have 3:51. Could we have a tie in the first week of the season? Let's see here. And Chargers, nice little throw over the middle. Goes nowhere. And a delayed handoff. Max Crosby gets there, but J.K. Dobbins muscles up and picks up 2. Under 3 minutes now. Can Max Crosby get a TFL here? Or can the Chargers pick up 3? Max going nowhere. That's going to be a first down pickup, but not by much. .224. And that's going to be another pickup to the tight end. I believe that's the rookie. Here, the 2-minute warning. How's the week so far? Well, the week has been eventful. The Panthers shut out the Vikings. The rookies look awful, except for the Denzel Burke. Drake May doesn't look anything spectacular. And the Jets safeties look like they're volleyball players. Oh, and the Rams are really good. And Dobbins runs over just about half the team up to the 35. Chargers in long field goal range here. And here's another handoff. Dobbins goes backwards. Chargers. And no time. Herbert on the run. And Herbert's going to be brought down at the 29. And Herbert on the run again, throwing. No scope, first down. Rams do beat the Saints. Chargers going to call that timeout, and they have no timeouts left. They are stupid. They are el stupido. Thank you. Kick your field goal. I mean, don't, because golly. And there's a pancake. Herbert steps up. Herbert rolling. Throws it out of bounds. Now will you kick the field goal? I mean, please don't, because I would love the Chargers to be buns. Thank you. No shot both these teams tie. And Herbert is going to be sacked for game. Gains with the loss, which gains both of these teams a tie. Ain't no way. They do not get another OT. We fixed that problem. All right, now the Cardinals with a lot of offseason changes. Still running with the Kyla, though. Trying to think what they did in the offseason. And honestly, off the top of my head, I can't really remember anything. But Lamar Jackson, we all kind of forgot about him on the Texans, but he is still there. And he is kind of cooking. Cardinals traded a lot of their defense to the Broncos for some picks. And they were able to pick up Travis Etienne, a big pickup, instead of Trey Benson, who was not great, but wasn't awful. He wasn't a complete liability. But can Marvin Harrison continue his domination of the NFC here in Arizona? Texans up 7, now 7-7, 10-7, 10-10 at the half. 20-17, and the Cardinals. Let's see what they got in store for us. Not fast. Not slow. Here's Kyler Murray. Needs to go 70 yards in 85 seconds. Murray throwing, caught to Dortch, I think. Second and 4. No, that was Zay Jones. And this one's going to be deflected off, I believe, a lineman. That's what happens when you got a short quarterback. Murray really looks short out there. Murray, 3rd and 4 is a screen pass. Travis Etienne couldn't get to the outside. 4th and a long 3. Can they pick it up, though? Murray steps back, and it's going the other way. Wow. And that is game. And let's go fast. And that's game. Lamar Jackson, 1-0 for the Texans. I left for 10 seconds. Yes, and the Cardinals can fumble that fast. They didn't fumble, but technically they fumbled the game. All right, we got a great matchup in Mayonnaise versus Andre. Did the Jacksonville Jaguars make enough offseason moves to contend with the top teams like the Niners? 91 across the board. 0 skill. San Francisco 49ers. X Factors everywhere. Kittle got worse, though. Brock Purdy pretty much got better. CMC got worse. But the defense is just stacked. The only thing that's going to kill the Niners is age. And you don't really age that much in the middle of a season. Jacksonville up 7-0, though. Now 10-0. And now 10-10. That lead did not last long, but they still got one. 17-10. Interception by Cisco. Niners have yet to lead this season. Dre Greenlaw with a pick. And Brock Purdy needs a tutty. And that is wide open. Joanne Jennings up to the 14. First down, Niners. Jaguars are going to need every win they can get this season because the Texans are hot on their heels for best team in that division. And Purdy, nice little throw. 9-yard pickup. Niners going to take a timeout, but will they score too quick? Might be nice here to run with CMC, get down at about the 1. And the play-action fumble! Who's it going to be picked up by? It's picked up by Purdy, but it was close. It's going to be a strip sack. And Brock Purdy on a 3rd and 6. Clock is running. Now under a minute. Purdy. No time. He's going to run it. And he is going to be stuffed at the goal line. Not a bad stop for the Niners. But the Jaguars gonna need to pick up a defensive stop multiple times. Picked off! Intercepted! Foyesade Olakun with the pick. Jaguar defense locks in. And that is game. The Niners and Chiefs, both Super Bowl teams, start 0-1. I'm saying that right? I want to double check that. Yes, both of those teams are in the Super Bowl. Mayo starts the season 1-0. Also, I just feel like the AFC is blowing out the NFC in games this week. I could be wrong, but let's take a check. Dolphins win. Texans win. Jaguars win. I guess the Eagles one was the only one. Yeah, let's head to Brock Purdy just got put on the trade block. Oh no. AFC always blows out the NFC. That is the case. That is the case. All right, Justin Simmons back on the Denver Broncos. Broncos picked up a bunch of rookies, including a running back and some defense and some O-line. Judkins, number 1. But the Steelers with Justin Fields didn't make a whole lot of big off-season changes. But they're still pretty solid. With Amon-Ra St. Brown, it is Sunday night prime time. Star-Lord all good. Let's see what we got here in Pittsburgh. Where the Steelers' defense was great last year. Definitely worse this year. Patrick Queen with a pick. And that's 7-7. 14-7. 17-7. And this game is over. The Steelers' defense has still got it. Goodness gracious. Bo Nix choked it. Might need to use my upgrade on Bo Nix. Dang it. I hate Discord on mobile. Alright, Bears have announced their tank publicly. Caleb Williams is now an X Factor. But can the Bears somehow ruin Stock's tank? Fourteens, 20-14, 20-21, 27-21. Both these teams apparently have no defense. 33-21. Are we going to get a scoregami with just the sheer amount of points in this game? The second half slows down, but 33-24 seems like a weird score. It's not scoregami, but it is kind of a weird score. Alright, now we get to see on Monday Night Football who the #1 pick is. Shadur Sanders. Seahawks still not looking good. They traded just about all their pieces. Can Shadur be the X factor and somehow save this team? Geno Smith will be a good mentor. Shadur rocking #3 here. Let's see how well this plays out. What was that sound? Nwosu with a pick, but no score for Seattle. There's 3. And 14-3 and 14-6. Shadur, can he get his first touchdown? There's an interception by Brian Branch. And another field goal for Seattle. And a touchdown. Finally! And I couldn't get it paused in time. I thought it was over. But Shadur somehow comes back. 15-14. And beats Joe Shiesty in Seattle. I honestly thought it was over. Weird week 1. Dang. Took him a minute to settle in, but once it got settled, it was over. Micah Parsons with 4 sacks in a single week is disgusting. All right, and I believe with preseason, a lot of these, I want to see a lot of these teams' player count. Okay, so a lot of the starters didn't get a whole lot of player count. Unfortunate, but not a whole lot we can do. Yes, Khalil Shakir is going to be good. That's just how it is. All right, let's force advance to next week. Games to watch out for next week. Steelers, Bills, I think will be a good one. Seahawks, Colts, Cowboys, Eagles. There's a few good ones. Anyway, let's look at the standings, see how far they are. I probably won't get these updated immediately because it honestly it don't matter. We'll probably get it updated like Thanksgiving. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching. Hope to see you guys all in the next sim. That'll probably be tomorrow. We will see. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching. We'll see you guys all in the next stream.